Alrighty. Alrighty. We back. Straight politicking.
Just mic for me.
Oh.
You got it?
Just pull it. Just pull it.
Oh, yeah,
Swing it.
Extend the clip.
Okay.
Yeah, you good right there.
Chop.
You good right there. I'm like, push it in a little bit more. All right.
Pause.
That was crazy, huh?
Nah, it wasn't. I'm going to save y'all from that. That was regular homies helping each other, man. The world got that bullshit
No, but
casted over
just
everything.
just that one phrase, though.
I missed it. I missed
I
it.
said, I'm going to push it in a little bit more.
I'm still not going to allow that.
Yeah.
Y'all too much real niggas, man.
No. I
You
get
ain't
it right.
Cameron and Mace.
No.
Shout out to Cameron and Mace.
No, they overdo it.
They so overdo it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used that term, but straight politicking on all you suckers. I'm here with Spider Look, the most Easty, and Munche B, the mayor. And I wanted to ask Munche right when we start this episode off is how did he feel about this? Let me make sure I got the right author of this video that they did on you. Hood War Stories did a video on you, Munche, and the title of it is "He Shot So Many Crips They Threw Parties When They Thought He Was Dead." The story of Munche B. And I actually had a problem with this video because I feel like they're trying to get my boy indicted. It was just.
I didn't watch it. I just saw the title and the numbers. That thing was doing super dumb numbers.
It's almost at 200,000.
I saw it in the like first couple hours and it was like at 60, 70. So it was like obviously about to be one of them ones.
Yeah, and Munche, before you react to it, I wanted to say that dude was saying allegedly, but then he used the word definitely regarding the L.A. County jail situation with Foleaf, and I believe we all know that you never had a physical altercation with Foleaf, right or wrong?
Nah, I ain't never had nothing physical with him.
And I believe he even admitted that to Rockstar or someone else that you and him never physically bumped heads.
He admitted that to almost every blood he came across, and then he is. I don't know about Rockstar. But it's another neighborhood, Keyway. I don't know if he wanted his name said or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying, like he running back. You know what I'm saying? But I do know me and him ain't never had nothing like that. But as far as the title, after I got shot, it was a lot of celebrating. And disappointed after I pulled through type.
That's crazy. I got a song that say I remember. And I got a line that say, on the 5 with big wine, getting hella faded. Heard the nigga ain't survived, so we celebrated.
Yeah, no, they went crazy on the internet and all the, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like he got particulars because he go back to old tweets where a dude from Legend Crip said, whoever killed Munche, I'm getting put on their hood and they is happy or whatever. So the title or whatever, but as far as that little dumbass reoccurring cloud, the little this peanut butter shit, like that part, yeah, that's fugazi. They didn't really have to throw Draco in there. I didn't even know. Well, I knew who he was, but I never had no interactions with Draco or no dislike against him into the untimely demise of the homie. So he ain't really a part of my story except for me just disrespecting him back on wax because he was being disrespectful. So he didn't really belong there.
Did you disrespect him on wax before Red Bull passed or after?
After.
Okay, so you had never even had you had known who he was before Red Bull passed?
I know his music.
Okay.
Never been around a nigga, never like.
I agree with Melvin Banks. I don't think Munche ever killed nobody.
Right.
Feel me? I don't know
It's
what
all
they
fairy
talk-
tale stories.
Yeah, of course, man. Internet fables.
Yeah. But I bring this up because I feel there was a little bit of defamation in the video. And I know as a lot of LA dudes ain't really taking defamation serious. We talked about it before. I think you brought up an example of somebody saying something about you that was 1,001% inaccurate.
Yeah, Ho No Hundred, started my troll campaign in recent years because he just threw a big blatant lie upon my character that puts his character in a greater light than he deserves.
But he stopped repeating that lie though, right?
Yeah, it hasn't come up, but he's never corrected it or,
Yeah.
he said it, he told it tons of times.
But in terms of this video that they did on Munche, I think he has grounds. But it doesn't seem like no one from L.A., from the streets, no street dude is so far. No, actually, Big U filed a He's filing something against No Jumper.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think at these days, it's one thing when you're talking about the legend of someone that once was and you're telling folklore. When you're talking about someone who's living in real time and you're implicating them in illegal things that can have current real time ramifications, such as Loose Lips, Coochie Lips did Big U on No Jumper. You know, the word Rico goes around very loosely these days. We see him stringing people together, 12 years in past conversations and connected things. I think it's very wise for individuals like Big U to get in front of that. If you really went through that with your legal expertise and feel Munche has a claim, I think he may need to make steps to separate himself from any, you know, allegations that might wind you up in a trap.
Yeah, you'd have to like list everyone out, because if you, let's say you did file a defamation against Hood War Stories, he's going to say, well, 18 other people said this before I did, you know, so it's.
And I hate that we highlighting that title because I know his content been around, and it seems like he usually just goes and gets old cases and kind of goes through them that's already been adjudicated.
Yeah, reading the police version of the case.
Yes, and he may be careless for our taste, but I don't think he had no ill intentions toward the homie. Do we know where he from?
Man, he never shows his face, or does he? I don't think he ever shows his face. I don't know who he is, but if someone decided to file a case against him, he'd have to show his identity. I don't even know where he's from. We don't know what he looked like. We don't know his name or where he's from, but everything is about, most of it is about L.A.
L.A., yeah.
Yeah, it be running it back to, is that one of the facts of the case? That might be another one.
Yeah, there's
a couple of them. Yeah.
There's a couple of them, but right now this is one of his biggest videos, Munch, that he's
climbing up there.
Yeah, that he dropped in.
I think when a video does that, he should be respectful. Your Cash App is public, right? Isn't it, Munchie?
Shit, it's about to be.
Yeah, man, because that's like, I thought the homie something, shit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Nah,
It more likely than not won't, because he'll have to identify himself to some degree. But if he has somewhat of a conscience and scruples,
If there's no prior arrangement, I wouldn't be expecting it to happen.
no, I have no expectation either. It's just a suggestion to put out there to the universe.
Now, I don't believe in paying for interviews, but after FG did his interview on my platform, and after it ran hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views, I cashed that, bro.
And then I'm pretty sure
common courtesy.
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
And he wasn't expecting it. He didn't think it was coming. He never asked for nothing, but I cashed that.
But will you be willing to reapproach your concept on paying if you can afford quantify a certain individual?
No, because if you know you're getting paid ahead of time, then now the interview's influenced by a monetary exchange. FG never asked for nothing and never thought anything was coming. So for me to say, hey, to break him off after the fact, that's different.
But if someone knows their value to a said platform and they're aware, based on their history and their track record, more than likely what you're going to get in, how can we continue to impose on them the willingness to travel and come sit down? You feel me? It's becoming an industry now.
He gonna rebuttal with what he just said.
I mean,
because he feel like when you
That's
pay
how
for the
he
interview,
has felt for years. That's how he has felt for years.
Yeah.
But the industry is somewhat changing.
yeah. I mean, you could always go to another platform.
instead of your business.
But I want to know. I want to know because I admire you as a businessman. I learned a lot from you in a business sense.
Yeah.
So, and then I also from both sides, from you not showing up many places without being compensated in the world. I can't name, if your children not involved, not many places you're going without being compensated. And if you have to really look at the history of your experience, you highly relied on a very unsophisticated level of society for your content to create it on.
Yeah, but I don't charge when I go on other platforms. I've been on American Cholo. I've been on Cinemills.
It's going to be hard for you to then project your experience on others because I have to interject this. You are not in need of compensation as far as interviews as much as the average person you may be interviewing at most times.
But he get compensated for his
other
expertise
things.
though, because like I don't know the name, but the Nipsey doc.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like what it
That was an interview. Yeah, he got paid for that one.
No, I didn't get paid for the interview.
That's his giving his.
I don't get paid for the interview. I get paid for consulting or licensing footage or providing something outside of the interview.
But when I see you sitting there on that crispy 4K footage, that was part of the whole experience that you got paid for, correct?
No, I don't. Again,
so you volunteer for that?
The interview's free. No, for real.
I see. Y'all don't know who this dude right here. Yeah, he's sharp.
But it's an interview, but it comes with other things that you got to be compensated for.
Like recently, I worked on a project. The interview was free, but they paid me $9,000 to license some footage. So, yeah.
I'm not trying to expose the gang, but I just see now, like you hit a cold lick over the years.
Yeah, I have.
Right. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest lick I hit on the internet. I was selling the homie dolls. Are you familiar with the little plastic figures from 1999, 2000?
Yeah, I remember.
More cholo style.
Yeah. They were cholos.
Yep.
Man, I ordered a bunch of those from China. Put them on the website back in 2000, and made $500,000 off of the homies in like 18 months.
Wow.
I was shocked.
That's deep. But this is the time for things like that to be regenerated, especially the season with it being the holiday.
This the merch era.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
I was so mad when it finally died out. Like like the second year of selling them, it just dropped.
So you made $500,000 in like a year and a half.
Man, my wife and I bought 2 apartment buildings off of that money, and then both those buildings became. I don't even want to talk about finances.
So this is why certain individuals can be just donate their interview.
And then I ended up buying a Quiznos restaurant, which ended up going belly up. But
I know that story.
But back to this Hood Stories thing, and in terms of defamation, how do you feel about it, Munch? Do you feel what do you feel when you're hearing the story? Whether this is accurate or not accurate? Oh, that's a lie. That's not true. How do you feel about it?
I didn't think about it on that side of things like you. So I was just more so on that dumbass rumor part. Like, yeah, that's cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, then they when I first got shot for the first time coming from school, and from what I was supposed to do from the 30s to the 100s, that'd be debunked because I wasn't even worried about 30s back then. They was beefing with the 40s and shit. I had friends all from Harlem back then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I didn't really think too much into it. I just didn't like 10 seconds of it.
Hey, the dude found the footage of, was it EMAC from 111? Saying Munchie kept it kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's what
He was the only one coming through the hundreds. Nobody was coming through the hundreds except Munchie. He kept it interesting though. I ain't gonna say nothing about him. He kept it interesting.
Oh, Munche B, you know what, cuz? Let me tell you something about Munche B, bro. That's on the damn hymns. Cuz was pulling up. Cuz was doing it like he made shit interesting. He made shit fun and whatever. But then I went to the county and I was squabbling niggas and shit. Like, and then the homie Twin from 107, he was like, yeah, Ime. Munche be on some weird shit, bro. But it's like, I know he made shit interesting. I know Cuz made shit interesting on the hood because, nigga, he was the only niggas coming through the hundreds. He was the only niggas coming through our sides. But, whatever Cuz got to say, I'm not going to say nothing about Cuz because, like I said, I know Cuz came through. Cuz went to Washington. Like I said, ain't that on the block side? I'm pretty sure that's on the block side. Cuz went to Washington homecoming and was in the stands and walked out that motherfucker and nothing happened to Cuz. But I'm pretty sure that was on the block side. But that's we just gonna let that go.
I hollered at him not too long ago too. The EMAC dude.
Oh, for real? Yeah. You should try to get him on, huh?
Oh, what you want to interview?
No, I'm saying you and him chopping it up would be interesting. A guy from the hundreds and Munche B.
He don't rap or nothing. The gang bangers that I'm gonna interview, you gotta did like 30 years or 25 or something.
Oh, okay, but he's from your generation though, right? Yeah. Okay, and I want to transition into
yes, please. That's enough about the super killer.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Because
They need to do away with that allegedly word.
no, that allegedly protects people from defamation.
No,
So
because
that's all he had to
they
say
used
in
they
that
using it.
video, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation if they would use that word.
No, he did use it, but
He
I'm
used
saying
it,
in a
but-
minute it's not gonna be. They not gonna respect the word.
Yeah,
It's like that's how our language does words, bro.
Yeah, but then he was saying, but this is definitely. He switched it from allegedly to definitely at one point.
But that's the part that's the defamation part.
Yeah, that's what I was
been
thinking.
talking about that though.
As soon as I heard him say definitely, I was like, wow, this guy's, you know. But Megan Thee Stallion just sued a blogger for the way she covered the Tory Lanez trial, which was 2022. This girl named Milagro Gramz was all over the internet just talking her mess about Megan and the Tory trial, and she just filed her lawsuit. So she'll be the third person. First it was Nicki Minaj, then Cardi B, now Megan Thee Stallion. You notice it's all women, huh?
The foul mouth women acting all sensitive, can't take it. Man, that's just ridiculous.
Megan, the same one that said Money Bag Yo got a little peewee.
This is ridiculous. I remember of time past, they were just saying people are lawsuit crazy in general. Now this lawsuit about he say, she say, hurt my feelings is ridiculous.
Well, let me read an article, a couple lines of this article from CBS News. It says, Megan Thee Stallion is suing blogger Milagro Gramz and accusing her of purposely spreading false information on behalf of the rapper Tory Lanez. The rapper, 29, Megan Thee Stallion, filed the lawsuit in the Southern District of Florida under her name Megan Pete against the popular content creator who goes by Milagro Gramz, Milagro Cooper. In the lawsuit, Pete's attorney accuses Cooper of intentionally causing the hip-hop star emotional distress by cyber-stalking, promoting and sharing deep fake pornography, in addition to questioning if she was actually shot. The lawsuit calls Cooper a puppet for Lanez during and after the high-profile trial where Pete testified that Lanez shot her in the foot 5 times after an argument escalated.
She needs to sue his appeal lawyers too. They're questioning whether she was shot as well.
No, they doing their job as doing that.
The bloggers are doing their job.
Wait. What, the appeals lawyer is questioning whether Megan was shot?
They're
I'm sure there should be one.
No, they're not challenging whether she. They already conceded that.
You spoken to the appeal lawyers?
No, but the defense.
Okay, well you can calm down, Alex.
I'm just
God
saying.
Damn.
During the trial, the defense
God
already
damn, I don't understand.
conceded the shooting, so that's not even an appealable thing.
All right.
if
I
Tory-
really don't give a about if she was shot or not. I don't care.
Hey,
She's crying too much.
yeah, I agree. She crying too much. I agree.
All that vulgar shit she said on the mic. Shut up, sit down somewhere.
Well, if you already are not a Megan, forget about Megan Thee Stallion, whether you're a fan or not, just on the basis of somebody lying on you for a whole.
She lied on Tory?
She made a statement.
She lied to say he didn't get that pussy.
Yeah, in the interview with, who was that with?
Gayle King, Oprah's friend, one of the biggest platforms in the world.
Yeah, but that was a statement that was untrue as opposed
Which
to.
is a lie. Why are you caping for her so hard?
No, I just said let's forget about Megan. Let's just talk about defamation.
Yeah, take Megan up out of it.
Yeah, we're taking Megan out of it. If somebody goes on the internet for 18 months and says misinformation about you, that's different from doing an interview and denying that you had sex. You made a single statement that was untrue. You know, there's a little difference. But you know, if Tory probably could sue if he could prove that statement was damaging.
I think she's being too sensitive. This is a real world. Sticks and stones break my bones. Shut up, bitch.
Do anybody go to jail for perjury?
I don't even talk like that to females in general.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because people lie on the stand all the time. But why, I don't hear about nobody going to jail.
Because you got to prove that they lied. Well, two LAPD officers were charged with perjury. 3 of them were charged with perjury. 2 were found guilty. 1 was acquitted. 3 Hollywood police officers, and I don't know if the 2 actually ended up doing prison time, but the 2 lost their jobs for perjury. It was a cold case. I was like, wow.
Cold case.
Cold.
I'm gonna be real right here, right? So it don't seem like I'm gonna probably end up backpedaling on Megan. I think we related. Her last name Pete.
Pete. Yep.
Yeah, that, like my family is Pete's, like from the south. They from Memphis and shit. They ain't no common last name.
You think you and Melvin related?
Nah, that's common.
Yeah, but there's
Banks. Lil Durk a Banks. Melvin's a Banks. I'm a Banks.
Okay.
2 out of 3 of them is gangsters.
Is you and Rodney Pete related?
Who?
Rodney Pete.
Quarterback from USC.
It could be a chance because that's not a common last name, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when Megan was with Tory, Tory's last name is Peterson. So it was
wow.
Peterson and Pete.
Wow. Pete Pete's.
Yeah, two Pete's. But hey, this is the issue I got with this. And this is how I feel about all cases. When people walk out of a courtroom and go to the internet to talk about what happened in that courtroom and they're not telling the truth, and then if I'm in that same case and I'm writing up an article and I'm reporting on it, this person's reporting the complete opposite. Now people are questioning me. Well, hey, I went to Milagro's and she said this. I'm like, bro, the chick is lying, So it calls into question other people who are covering it, who are trying to do a more objective job, and she just come out here just spewing all kind of crazy stuff.
Okay, based on you saying that, well, I really agree with Spider then, because you got on the stand under oath and said y'all never had intercourse, so you got people looking at him weird, like you did all that for what? You know what I'm saying?
No. When she came to court,
And
under
then
oath,
she
did
said-
tell the truth. She had sex with Tory. She didn't.
Eventually, but she said it to the people though. She said to the police. No, she said to
told
Gail.
She told Gail King in a TV interview. But when she came to court and she was asked, "Did you have a sexual relationship with Tory?" She admitted it, and then they asked her, "Why'd you lie about it to Gail King?"
For the sake of this conversation, Gail King represents the same media that she's upset with this lady speaking to.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's the media. It's someone in the public speaking about their interaction with the other individual.
Oh, well, you said that. I thought you was talking about the umbrella.
So
That's
what you're saying is Megan is guilty of what she's accusing Milagro Gramz
Exactly.
of.
And I don't think it's necessarily something either of them. If anyone could be crying and screaming about, look, she's a liar, it should be Tory, because her character as a liar was revealed after he was found guilty.
Yeah, it's a video on Street TV how you debunked 50 of her lies, but you only read out 7. One of them, she said she wasn't drunk. She lied about the amount she drunk.
Yeah, she did actually lie.
She impeached herself.
But sometimes calling it a lie, people can get around it. You can get around with I don't recall, I don't remember. Oh, I thought I had only 2 drinks. It turns out I had 8 drinks.
She didn't say none of that. She just said she wasn't bent.
She denied that she was intoxicated.
Right.
And to when we stretch our brains to see those many possibilities,
Yeah.
I totally see the possibility that Tory was apologizing for getting drunk, having sex with 2 different women,
Right.
causing mess.
Because Kelsey found out then that he bent her over.
Yes.
So, like, that, I believe that's really what he was apologizing for. Anyway.
I agree.
Okay. Well, he's got his appeal going, and we'll see if he gets some
Free Tory Lanez, man.
some action.
Even if he did inadvertently lose his temper, discharge that weapon, I don't believe he pointed at her intentionally. And I think 3 years is enough for that type of mishap for someone without a record.
Now that's what I believe. I believe he had no intention of striking her at all.
Definitely.
Shot it at the ground out of frustration.
Bullet ricochet.
And some
I
ricochets.
think she still pressed her line based on the dick and pussy shit.
Yeah, and some ricochets hit her foot. But he got 4 years for that. I just don't like the enhancement that they added.
Yeah, they railroaded him, bro. He did not deserve all that. Just come on, man.
Hey, the prosecution, they were going for it.
It was fun.
These rappers is trophies to the Babylons. to the
Obviously
law.
so, bro.
Yeah.
Rappers and entertainers.
If he would have just got the 4 years without the enhancement, he'd be home already.
Yeah, that would be something. I think he would have played to that.
Yeah, because 2022, we're in 2024. He probably would have got
Yeah.
half on the 4.
Yeah. But I know he knows whatever he did, he didn't have the will or
Oh, you know what? I might be saying it wrong. I think he got 6 years, and then he got 4 years for the enhancement.
So it's a 10
But
total.
but still, on the 6, he would have probably did 3, and he'd be coming home.
Yes.
You know?
That seems almost proportionate to actually almost putting deadly force on somebody because you was reckless. I can see that.
Yeah. But at least he got the 66%, and, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Free that man.
All right. I don't know if you guys tapped in with this. Man, there's been a couple of Diddy updates. Man, it seems like this guy's getting sued every week by somebody new.
He's the new. Have you ever been to Men's General Social Hall and been? He's like a case. He's like a bad drug for Big Pharma. Have you ever taken this drug?
I'm going to read the most latest lawsuit. Diddy's former bodyguard sues rape accuser for defamation. I want $100 million. So Diddy's former bodyguard Joseph Sherman has responded to being accused of raping a woman alongside his then boss back in 2001. So I guess he's he was accused by another Diddy quote unquote victim, and now he's suing, basically denying that he was a part of it. On Thursday, Sherman sued accuser Thalia Graves and her attorney, including Gloria Allred. The suit claims that Graves made outrageous, disgusting, and life-altering statements and publishings without any regard for the truth. In her lawsuit against Diddy and Sherman, which was filed in September, Joseph Sherman says he has never met Thalia Graves, let alone raped her. So just more side cases off of the Diddy charges.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been shocked by a headline, or I cannot keep up at this point. I don't know how.
Man, free Diddy, man. Fuck all that shit, man. No, for real. Hey, now y'all just doing too much now, bro. Let him fight his case and then, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, he's gonna have that third shot at bail, but if hopefully he'll get out and be able to fight his case. But I think we had the attorney said it's an unlikely possibility that he's gonna get that bail.
He supposed to start trial in 4 months.
He gotta get comfortable, nigga. Roll your mouth up, nigga. Top of the day, nigga. Program.
Yeah, I don't think
You a bad boy, right?
yeah, I don't think the trial's gonna start that fast, but
I didn't say I thought it was going to, but he is scheduled to start.
I don't like these women crying wolf. You know what I'm saying?
oh, like 23 years later.
23, and it's funny though, because if he would have rang your phone 23 years later, you would have got back on the plane and went to him again.
Yeah, you know, they were going to have statute of limitations on these type of lawsuits, but I think they're going to leave rape and sexual assault outside of that. So you can go back as long as you want.
I don't know how justifiable that is. I think pedophilia definitely, but I don't know if she'll leave just an unopened window for an old woman just to be able to say whatever she wants, and we got to figure that out.
Yeah, it is a little bizarre. This happens in 2001, and she's filing a lawsuit in 2024.
Not until after this, obviously, millions of dollars worth of lawsuits generated on this subject matter.
Hey, Cassie was lucky that she got hers in when she did. It was convincing.
Was she lucky or sharp?
Well, it seems like she was the first one, right?
Well, not really. It seems like once all this kicked, there's people who have been to the police stations years ago and it just never left. She was the first one to gain some traction.
I think she presented the most credible set of facts.
I think it was more obvious that he and she had ties, and I think Diddy probably knew that tape existed, just didn't know if it was going to surface.
I don't think Cassie a victim to the magnitude people feel she is.
Why not? She was only, 19? Under a guy that was, 40? Or late 30s at the time?
I'm saying when he introduced her to drugs, he didn't shove it down her throat. She said, she asked what it was. He said, just take it, it's gonna make you feel good. And after that, she liked it, and she became she became a party animal. I'm your pusher. I don't like.
That's called grooming.
Hey, hold on. Giving you a cigarette. I done groomed you.
I don't know. We talking about,
and you just chain smoking cigarettes now, and then munching and groomed you because I gave you a cigarette.
Well, if you gave a person that looked up to you a cigarette
Who didn't use them,
and they're younger than you and they never did it before, and you introduced them to it, and then they become a chain smoker, then it's your fault.
I believe that in the street terms, like you need to be introducing people to they watch you do the gangbang thing, and you're the reason, and you done gave them their first strap, and then they took off, and like I believe it in that light. But
that can happen when
yeah, but
get in the car, little nigga, keep a nigga with you, and then
I believe it in that. That's it. Okay. All right. Let me take one further. Sex workers and she have sex with the man while he watch, but they leave out the part that she was on the computer and he had her order the man. So you picking who you like. I know you didn't get the most ugly nigga on the screen. You picking okay.
So what if he got her hooked on drugs?
He turned her out. He turned Cassie out.
In order to keep her in this state of mind where she would be depraved and making these decisions. I'm not even suggesting this. No. This is what they're going. That's what they're trying to suggest.
But that's legal. If I do something to a female that she ain't never been done before, and now we do it, she taking off. That's legal.
When you started saying the first time he asked her, "Did you want it?" She liked it. Is this your imagination, or she said that?
No, this is what she claimed,
Oh,
and that was in her words. That, you know what I'm saying. The first time they was really alone by themselves, hopped in the car. He said, "Huh, take this." It was a blue pill. She said, "What is it?" He said, "Just take it. It's gonna make you feel good." And evidently, it made her feel good.
I was really indignant against what Bill Cosby went through, because at the most, that's all I ever heard him even accused of doing.
But
Somebody said, "I had a headache, I need to relax." He said, "Here, take this." So like, that's what all his allegations were.
Yeah, but see, he didn't act like that was an Advil, and she didn't say she was sick. He just said it's gonna make you feel good. And guess what? Ecstasy make you feel good.
I mean, to some people pop a pill and get scared and never touch them again.
True, but I don't think Cassie a victim to the extent people think. I would never, and I'm a father. I would never want, if my daughter being kicked like that. You know what I'm saying? I would want them smoked or whatever. But as for all the other claims, I don't know. You at the computer picking who gonna hit you?
Well, I'm gonna have to say I think she's a victim through and through because of her age, and then of course the influence and power that Diddy had.
Right. Manipulation is a weapon.
So
did you look at the law through those eyes prior to these allegations, or are you now just understanding the law sees things that way? That these activities are illegal.
Ain't none of it illegal. It's gonna be hard to
know. I'm asking Alex because he's more familiar with the law than we are. So I'm saying he's saying he sees her as a victim through and through based on the allegations. But until he was charged and they would consider allegations against him, if you just heard he was moving like that, would you automatically think, "Oh, that's illegal"?
Probably 20 years ago, we would have not even thought of it as a crime.
Right. But you understand flying out and using your influence to have a broad break it down. You feel that it's illegal before Diddy got in this mess?
I don't know if everything Diddy did was illegal, but I know that the beating that he gave her in that hallway.
Oh, definitely.
You know that ain't the only time he did it. And Cassie outlined like 16 different points of abuse. And we have to probably believe that they're all accurate based on the video matching one of them. The video was on par with one of them, and all of those abuse allegations that Cassie wrote, those are crimes.
Well, I feel that's the only charge you should have.
And that's not actually a charge, I don't believe. They're using that for evidence to paint the whole picture.
Yeah, to taint people's brains. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what you're saying, I believe that's the only putting your hands on a woman that's out. So that should be a charge, not her picking out her third party in a freak off.
So do you feel like this is illegal? Telling a man, "I'll cut you a $50,000 advance check to this little production deal." Is that illegal?
I didn't get your censoring. What's that?
Duck my sick.
I can't even. I don't even know how to answer
That's like a bribe.
I'll
right?
pass.
Yeah, or a contract signed under duress.
I can't put my.
Well, hey,
that's a portion of allegations, right? That he was like holding advancements in your career over men and women and exchanging for sexual favors.
Yeah, I don't know all the evidence against Diddy.
So he got somebody's future in his pants, basically.
But look, the feds hasn't revealed their case. They haven't revealed the evidence. They haven't revealed what they found.
Because the case, it appears stronger than what it really is, I believe.
Well, I know this. The feds ain't going to just...
Show me some more than some baby oil and some Astroglide.
They're not just going to indict a famous celebrity unless they really believe they got a case. So there's a 2% chance the feds are wrong.
How old is Puffy, bro?
54.
54.
If he hitting anything his age, they going through menopause, they ain't getting damp like that. He need the Astroglide to lubricate and do what he got to do with these women his age.
But you know, they like to taint the jury pool, all of that stuff that the pictures of the baby oil and all of that. That's just the leaking. I believe they leaked the video.
I had to ask Alexa. I had to ask Alexa, what is Astroglide? I didn't know, like, Astroglide. What? So half of it was baby oil, half of it was Astroglide. I said, man, that nigga freaky.
And they said it was 1 part GHB.
And what's that, brother? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know how people can come up with these conclusions. There hasn't even been a trial.
That
yet.
was so far spread. It's like
What is GHB though?
it's like a D-Nate, Renate, G-Nut.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we're going to watch and see and read online, if you go to the trial, you'll realize that 75% of it was untrue.
Mock my words. This trial is going to be long-winded with a gang of lackluster evidence that's
You
lackluster.
comparing it to that YSL, but that's every time I think of that, everybody keep reminding me, nah, buddy, these the feds.
Yeah, but YSL shit wasn't the feds. That was the state.
That's why you seem like you anticipating the YSL experience, though.
Nah, because I don't think the feds came. I think they should have took more time. Then came and got. They should let them party for a little while. Then came and got on.
They waited 6 months before they indicted him.
That's
after
not
after
long
the
for
raids.
the feds. That's
So
not long
what
for
you
the
think?
feds.
You think the feds jumped the gun? You think they
Man.
already showed everything they got?
Whoever the head agent is on this case, I bet you he about to retire in the next couple of years. And he want to get this off his little rocks off on this shit. Then retire.
If Diddy beat these cats, then you gonna know he really the diddler for real.
Yeah.
Then Alex go buy 3 more Sean John suits.
I told y'all you was gonna beat it. I knew it the whole time.
It did. Yeah, we gonna
Hey,
go up.
my supplier, I was shopping for some suits just a couple days ago. My supplier don't have any Sean Johns.
And purposely or they just phased out?
I didn't ask.
Oh yeah, just
I'm
look.
like, wow, no Sean Johns.
Hey, bro, if you could wear these homosexual designers, because 80% of them is homosexuals.
I know Versace.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, I mean, if you read the King
Ralph
James
and
version of the Bible, because I believe he was a homosexual.
He was deeper than the home. Shit.
Okay, so why wouldn't he sell some Sean John suits? Money is money, bro.
Yeah, people are not. They took Diddy off of everything.
Yeah.
They made him step down from Revolt. Revolt was his.
Yes,
No, he wasn't completely.
But that's what we did. It just exposed all the companies that he was claimed ownership of. He was not the owner of. He was just the face of, high majority partner, and because he brought so much traction. Like I heard the specifics about Ciroc. The reason why Diddy and Ciroc became synonymous, they just did a regular whatever licensing deal with Diddy with low expectations. They were used to shipping 30 to 50,000 cases of Ciroc a year. The first year with Diddy, they did 1 point something. It's like, how does this not his now?
Yeah, isn't it owned by like a company called
Diego.
Geo? Oh yeah, Diego. Yeah, they own like 20 different liquors.
Yes, but that's how his head got so big in the liquor game, because that one particular item went from, it had been around. We never
I
paid
remember,
no
I remember
attention.
when Ciroc. Well, I think I remember when Ciroc first came out.
And once he jumped on it, it turned into something that it blew their mind. So he just, but that was a small portion of their empire, like you say.
So we could say, as far as rappers go, he got the most success in the liquor lane, right?
Well, I think in liquor, yeah, alcohol. But 50 had a hell of a deal with vitamin water.
Everybody ain't drinking effing liquor though.
No, he said vitamin water. He said
he
liquor
switched
game,
lanes,
Alex.
though.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just thinking of beverage.
Yeah, you switch it up. He said liquor.
But I'm talking about as far as alcohol, I think, man, he did it up as far as entertainers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he outdid E40. E40 got a liquor,
He got Earl Stevens collections. He got Slurk King, and he got something else.
and Shannon Sharp is trying to push his cognac.
Yeah, remember it started back with the St. Ives. Ice Cube and it was pushing "Don't drink."
Oh, yeah, I remember
St.
that.
Ives just giving checks.
I never even drank Ciroc.
I did when it first came out. It was the
I
popular
didn't like
thing.
the flavor stuff. I don't like flavored liquor.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like.
Is
sweet
there a
shit either.
plain? Do they?
Yeah, they have a plan.
They got the original thing.
I tried plain. All right, one more Diddy news. He's trying to sell his Hollywood mansion for $61 million, and nobody want to buy it.
That thing's gonna have to go way, way below market, bro.
Hey, you got people that believe in spirits and soul ties. They just think that mansion is tainted. They don't want it.
And outside of that, just think about the people that's thinking about all the nasty things that happen without the deep spiritual part.
Yeah, this is the mansion that was raided. So he's literally trying to sell this mansion that was raided for $61 million. I guess he wants to use some of this money for his legal team. And the house is 13,000 square feet.
Well, it sounds like they need to all move back in that house and sell another one because they ain't messing with that one. This California, right? California house.
Yeah, right up
He's
in
going to have to take way, way less than he desires, bro.
Well, I don't know what year he bought it, but I'm sure he's still going to make money off it. He's on this house for a minute because he's on this house at least since the it's like 2005 or
Yeah,
six.
he probably not gonna have to take a loss in the overall market, but he's taking a loss in what he projected to do with that before this fall.
But it's a nice house. Listen to this. This 13,000 square foot house is located in the Platinum Triangle of LA, which encompasses the adjacent neighborhoods of Beverly Hills, Holmby Hills, and Bel Air. According to the property description, the fully remodeled home boasts a luxurious paneled entry foyer with a sweeping staircase bathed in natural light along a large living room, formal dining room, wine cellar, office, gourmet kitchen with a family room and separate catering kitchen. Any buyer will also enjoy the state-of-the-art theater that seats 35 guests, as well as a 2-story guest house with a large gym, recording studio, and additional guest bedrooms. Somebody gonna buy this house
At a very decreased price.
Let's see, 61 million.
And 50 Cent went through something similar.
Oh, he was trying to sell the house he bought off of Tyson. Yeah,
I think some things that we look at as elite, once they've been notified, the high percentage of the elite that can afford it have less interest once it's been notified.
No, I think not Spider. I think 50 bought it because he coming into the industry, but all the people that's already rich, they know they don't want them problems. The electric bill that come with a mansion that big. And then they even said they had parties, and the next day they find women hiding in the closet.
No, I think there's a market for that size real estate. I think that once niggas go through and live in certain shit, the prestigious non-niggas that can afford it look at it different, bro.
well, OJ's house was sold after he got acquitted, and the dude who bought the house tore it down and then rebuilt the house on the
See my
property.
point? He spent more money
Yeah,
to not live in OJ's house on that property than he had to than just inherit the house.
I don't remember maybe he got a good deal on it, but can you believe he tore the whole house down?
But I believe a lot of them feel like that living behind blacks, bro. When has there been a trend of whites coming in and occupying a comfort space that blacks once had? We usually have a white flight and then we move in behind them.
Yeah. Well, okay, 61 million. We'll see what it sells for. Let's take a guess on what you think he's going to get for this. He's asking for 61 million. What do you think he'll get?
Somewhere in the mid 40s.
Okay, that's not too bad.
And I also, since we're doing this, would like to recap our last predictions. But go ahead.
About the presidency?
Why not?
Yeah,
But-
we're gonna get
okay.
we're gonna get to Trump. But what you think, Munch? He's asking 61 mil.
Since he said 40s, I'm gonna just go a little more up and say in the early 50s, early 50.
I was
early
tempted to go lower, but I was trying. You got me kind of spooked.
Yeah, I'm gonna go early 50s because I want him to sell it and be able to handle his business with his legals. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say since he said 40, because I had no clue where to go. So since he said 40s, I'm gonna go low up and say early 50s.
Now, remember when we talked about this house before, and we were talking about his bail, and he paid it off? The house, from what I remember, I think the house was valued at like 50 million. Because remember I said he got $100 million in houses, 2 houses, 50 million each. So he might be adding a lot to this asking price, but based on all the
But
renovations,
then my number would change if I had a better idea what the house was actually worth.
I think he's going to get somewhere around 50
Well,
million.
I will go in the high 30s then. I'll change my number to the high 30s.
And I think 50 million is even profitable.
I feel like just like, you know, when something tragic happens in a home, like somebody passes and dies, you have to disclose that to the new buyers.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Because
heard
it
that.
affects the value of the home. I believe this experience is going to negatively affect the value of that home.
Well, at least no one died in it.
Of course not, but it's a stigma.
All right. Let's move on. Munchie, you asked last week, how come Lil Durk just got a complaint and the other 5 dudes got indicted? Well, guess what the government did on Friday?
What's that?
They officially released an indictment, and I guess for your satisfaction, he got indicted just like the other 5
I
co-defendants.
don't think that satisfies much.
My satisfaction.
Well, meaning that he only got a complaint. How come the other guys got an indictment? I'm not
I
saying
ain't satisfied that the nigga got indicted.
No. I'm not saying you're satisfied he got indicted, but
Satisfies your question.
yeah, just satisfies the
Yeah,
question.
That's my question.
You're no longer curious as to why it's like that.
Yeah, right. Because you know these fools in the metaverse, they take that shit. Hey, but no. See, so now I kind of know what a complaint is because he hadn't came before the grand jury yet. So they had a X amount of days or whatever to get him in front of the grand jury, make your decision, and indict him.
Yeah.
So anything before that is a complaint.
Now, let me read to you the press release from the United States Attorney's Office. It says, Grammy Award-winning Chicago rapper has been charged in a superseding federal grand jury indictment alleging he conspired with others to murder a rival rapper, resulting in the shooting death of the rival's relative that occurred at a gas station in Beverly Hills. Durk Banks. I'm surprised that was actually his real name, Durk. His real name is D-U-R-K.
That's deep.
I've never heard his mama.
I thought that was short for something.
Yeah, I thought his mama named him Durk.
So what is Durkio?
They call him Smirkio, Durkio. Like,
Look, in the indictment, it says Durk Banks, a.k.a. Lil Durk, a.k.a. Mustafa Abdul Malak of Chicago, is charged with 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count to use interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, and 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearm and machine gun and possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. The indictment adds 2 felony charges against Banks, who was previously charged via criminal complaint in this case. So there you go, Munchie. I hope that explains it. Not that it satisfies you.
No. I got a better idea of what they mean by the complaint thing.
I don't really let people clip our content either. Especially if they clip it for misinterpretation.
Right.
They gonna hear from me.
Oh yeah, I've been a victim using my words against me.
Yeah, a couple times on Clubhouse.
Yeah, they got me.
All right, let me read one more paragraph here. Banks was arrested on October 17th near Miami International Airport after law enforcement learned Banks had been booked on multiple international flights. That's crazy, where you actually buy yourself multiple flights and you're gonna just get on one.
Well, I've heard someone add a potential explanation to that it makes it sound a lot less crazy.
Okay, well that means you just throwing money away. But if you could afford it, why not?
Yeah, he could. Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, but
that's how Puffy should have been thinking.
Yeah, but there was a lawyer that suggested that that's not that uncommon if you're trying to see if you hot. Because if you do that, then your lawyer will get a call.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was just testing the waters.
Perhaps that was just a suggestion.
So was he at the Clearport? Or was he there?
Yeah, he was arrested right next to Miami International Airport.
Buddy was trying to board.
A federal magistrate judge in Miami ordered him jailed without bond until he is transferred to Los Angeles for arraignment.
Welcome to La La Land.
Yeah, so then it just goes into explain everything that happened. But he's officially indicted in the superseding indictment, which was unsealed last Friday. It's not looking so good for the Grammy Award-winning rapper. And I thought of one other Grammy Award winner that was charged with murder. A white guy named Phil Speckter.
Wow.
Never heard of him.
He killed an actress at his Alhambra home. He got a hung jury the first trial. Then they found him guilty on the second one. He was a big-time producer in the 50s, in the 60s. I think he may have produced for the Beatles. Y'all never heard of Phil Speckter? It was a big case. It was a high-profile case.
I know Anita Baker went to jail for taking a life. I don't know if it was actually.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Anita Baker?
Oh, yes. Prior to coming out solo as Anita Baker.
That's news to me.
She was in Chapter 8 then. Yeah, look it up.
So wait, I was gonna look up Phil Spector's his producing accolades, but Phil Speckter died in 2001 in prison.
Damn.
He was born in 1939, so he was up there in age.
Come on, man. We got to do a fact check, man, because you going to get Street TV sold, bro. Anita Baker go come.
Yeah, but
Y'all know me better.
I didn't say Anita Baker caught a
I
body.
did. Y'all know me better than that, man. Come on, mister. Come on now. I'm SPI, bro. I would not bring no rabbit out like that, bro.
Oh, weak, man. That's funny.
That's crazy.
So was she acquitted or?
No, she did time, but I don't know if it was like manslaughter, involuntary.
I've never heard of Anita Baker.
I'm glad I could get this nigga some black history in our culture.
Let's see here.
She did prison time, bro.
Anita Baker been to the Penta?
Yeah,
well, it says here in 2014, the Grammy Award winning singer Anita Baker was had a warrant for her arrest for failure to appear in court.
Way before that. This is before she came out as a solo artist. She was in the group Chapter 8 when she caught this case.
Okay.
I want to know about this. Because if she wrote that out and YSL Woody, you didn't? Bobo.
Yeah, this was just one of the shit, man.
Well, I might have to do some research on this
It's
because
not popping up.
no, the only thing popping up is her arrest warrant for in 2014.
Uh-oh.
Man, she too old to have warrants, bro.
Anita Baker probably don't want the new generation to know that about
How
her.
old is she?
About 70.
Man, she too old to be having warrants, bro. Come on, Mama Baker.
All right, we'll follow up
We'll
on.
double back.
All right.
We'll be back.
And I know I ain't getting that old where I just got phantom memories. No. I've been knowing this for years.
No, we good, dog, because at Street TV, we hold each other accountable, and we don't let, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if it's some, you know what I'm saying, we got it wrong, somebody will correct somebody.
That's going to blow my mind. If it wasn't her, it had to be Anita Staker or Bonita Caker.
Hey, it should have popped up in the first couple of pages here.
That was one of them wake and bake mornings.
And Anita Baker just don't carry herself like that.
Wow.
Why she got a warrant at 70?
No, she has a warrant for a failure to appear.
For what?
Over something to do with royalties, music.
Okay.
It's not a crime.
Okay, I apologize, Mama Baker. I apologize.
Let me see here. Well,
No, that's some other type shit. That ain't nothing.
yeah, she did have a 2014 warrant. At that time, she was 56.
Damn, she younger than I thought. Oh, 14?
No.
2014, that was 10 years ago.
She about 66.
She's 66 now. All right, I wanted to talk about y'all favorite presidential candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Did his thing.
He was my favorite for the choice of those two, definitely.
Oh, out of those two?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. I thought that Kamala might have squeaked out those 3 states that she needed to win. She lost all 3 of those.
You seem
states.
to think that even after the decision was made.
What do you mean?
Because I text you and said, I told you. You start telling me percentages about.
No, because when you said that,
because he barely won them states.
when you told me they hadn't
Yeah, they did.
declared him the winner yet.
Well, that's the only reason I hit you. I thought it was. I didn't know it was like still some type of that I had heard he won already.
All right, I don't feel no way no more. You really be under a rock. So you didn't know they already announced that she lost, and you still sitting this shit like it's close?
No, I'm glad. I'm glad you was like irritated about the communication. I be thinking y'all talk 10 times. I can't get in touch. So when you couldn't get in touch, I'm like, okay, this is normal.
But I'm confused. What do
He
you?
just switched the subject.
Okay,
About he put you under a rock
Hey,
because
no,
he can't get in
because you
touch
really be
with
under
you.
a rock because you start sitting that them numbers, but they it already been declared who the president was. So you thought they was still counting votes?
Well, when I sent the numbers, I was looking at a live electoral college map, and they hadn't called it yet.
Probably should have hit refresh. Well, they probably must have been Democrats hoping and wishing and didn't catch the official. They was going too long.
Yeah, you know CNN and Fox News say two different.
Because you know I'm not getting no exclusives on that subject. By the time I knew,
They didn't announce that he won until after midnight. Right?
Oh, you were waiting for an official announcement. We knew. The regular people who not into it like that, we knew.
It was announced, but maybe I looked at that text late.
Okay.
Maybe.
But yeah, she lost the 3 states she needed to win, and that's pretty much sealed the fate. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. I don't know how she lost those 3 states. Those are the 3 states Biden won. You know what I was thinking? They should have just let Biden run.
I don't think he was physically capable.
But he would have got more. He would have won some more states than Kamala did.
I don't believe he could have completed enough complete sentences at this point.
Was he that bad?
For the last few, that's why they sat him down.
Yeah.
Right before this time.
But I don't think he could have did worse than
Alex, you
Kamala.
forgot that he got in front of the people and said he announced that Trump was gonna be his vice president.
You don't
that
think
was
he
funny.
He
That was
you
funny.
think he could have got worse results or performed worse?
I don't think he could have done any worse than what Kamala did.
Performance wise or results wise?
Results.
Oh.
Yeah, the results. I think Biden didn't have to say nothing.
But you say he could have did worse, and she only lost by a small margin in your.
Well, she lost by a small margin in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and I think Joe Biden could have won one of those states, 1 or 2.
Then we probably need to consider removing whatever state you're talking about off the map.
And then she lost Nevada and Arizona, 2 states that Biden won.
Hey, no, she's supposed to win them 2 states.
Yeah, she's supposed to win Nevada and Arizona. Biden don't even got to say nothing. I think he would have squeaked out Nevada or Arizona.
Nah, see, them Nevada people, bro, y'all tripping, y'all waiting on y'all EDD and PPP to come back. Y'all done gambled all y'all money, and y'all like, we gonna vote for Trump.
It was pretty close in Nevada, though. Pretty close.
So you think Trump winning is people tripping, Munchie?
One more time.
You think Trump winning is a result of people tripping in Nevada?
I think a lot of my peers, because I'm still younger age, they talking this Trump shit, they got blessed, and then they ignorant minds they think they'll get blessed again, but they didn't know that was a hardship moment and error, and it was something going on for one, and then his whole policies about how he do things as far as it ain't aimed towards them. They broke. It ain't even they tax bracket don't even equates to what he for the richer getting richer, and they don't know that, and that's why I don't even talk to people. I don't mind Alex or Spider a crib, but he's not a dummy. And I don't even talk to my homies. They sound stupid. They don't even know. They repeat what they say. I mean, they repeat what somebody else said, and it sound cool. Like,
you think mine is?
Only problem I got with her, she cool with people trying to switch they sex change in jail. She then did the DA thing, but I think it's more negatives with Trump because he's a Klansman with a suit on, and he got 34 felonies. He can run for president. But I could have a felony and they reject me for this apartment. So I'm not with that.
Why do you think black people didn't have a negative opinion of Trump until he started running for president? Because in our culture, he was one of our heroes.
And who culture?
Hip hop, black, just in general, pop culture.
Well, I'm gonna say this based on a homie that ain't never had a job in his life and all he did was sell dope. He said when a Republican is in office, it's easier to get drugs in. No, I'm gonna say that.
That's traditionally been what I've heard too through my life.
Yeah, and this he never had a job in his whole life, and that's all he know how to do is do that. But see, this fool trying to shut down borders. So how that work?
I mean, you say that as if that's a negative thing.
I mean, the prices gonna go up.
You don't think we got a fair share of illegal immigrants?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna say this: the immigrants work harder.
But I want you to
nationalize people from here.
People always they taint the conversation.
I ain't tainting. I'm trying to answer it the best way I can.
No, you can do better because I said illegal immigrants, and then you responded talking about immigrants, and there is a very big difference between illegal immigrants and immigrants. That's all. And a lot of times, this conversation not between you and I, but in general.
How do you feel when an illegal immigrant or an undocumented immigrant comes here and then they have a child born here? That child was legal because it was born on the soil.
How do I feel?
Yeah.
I mean, I usually don't use my feelings to express myself on public platforms. I know what the law states.
Yeah.
And I just know that there's a process. No matter how messy, sticky certain individual situations can get, you have to set a precedent and abide by it. Otherwise, there's no need of having a border.
Honestly, what do a legal immigrant look like? You said I can't tell. Oh, he not from over here.
No, but it's in concept. When you hear about statistics and numbers, and then you hear about the number of legal immigrants, because the country that we live in has a plan for migration. They have a system, and then you have a whole nother percentage of people that migrate outside of that system, and it throws off the way the system is designed, where it's just natural. It's a natural mathematics.
I like immigration.
You see, you did just what you did.
I love it because
you see what they do. I specify illegal immigration. I love immigration as well.
You know, a lot of the people that are picking all our fruits and vegetables in the Northern California Valley, they're not documented. They're not legal, but they're doing the back-breaking work.
I'm not debating.
But Spotter gonna be like, Curtis, hey man, bring me some grapes. From
the field?
Give me one of them apples. No, from the kitchen.
Oh, yeah,
But our illegals then did the dirty work.
Well, the only time it's a bad thing is when they commit a crime. That's when it makes the news.
Or run into our cars and ain't got no license.
Oh yeah,
you gotta stop doing that because I did that to my mama Honda, bro.
But there are statisticians that can see where it adversely affects society without crime, because provisions are less when there's more people there to partake in them. It's just general. If you have a system of where you invite people to partake, that's like Disneyland. They sell so many tickets per day. If me and you make counterfeit tickets that are going to jam their park, it will be felt, bro. If we sell, you feel me? We sell 30%.
I didn't like that example. Disneyland.
It resonate. Goddamn amusement parks.
Hey, you can't be an all lives matter type guy and then don't F with the immigrants, bro. I don't care, bro. I mess with the immigrants.
I believe that the problem with illegal immigration is exaggerated. I believe it is highly exaggerated. And of course, every 4 or 5 years when one of them goes on a killing spree, they plaster that person's face all over the TV and make it an issue like, oh, we got to do something about illegal immigrants.
For me being the opposing side of this conversation, I just want you guys to realize I have yet to mention crime as an issue when it comes to illegal immigration. These are the things that they're bringing.
You
up.
mentioned your space at Disneyland as an issue.
I was trying to make a.
You didn't want to stand in line.
Yeah.
Come on, but
Okay,
it's
a restaurant.
Too many illegal immigrants in this Disneyland line.
I'm just saying the concept of capacity.
Yeah.
A elevator, a restaurant. There's a such thing as capacity.
I could tell you this. In a lot of the communities here in LA, in the last 30 years, I have seen the population density increase significantly. Parked cars, traffic. And you got to assume that there's a chunk of them are not legal.
Hey, well, guess what? Me coming from the culture, the gang thing, I have friends from BPS, Fruitown Brim, 20 Bloods, Harlem Crip, and they highly populated with Belizeans.
Yeah, and some of those Belizeans aren't legal either.
So since they made a mistake at an age, they do a stretch in jail. They didn't mature. They got corrected. So once they get released, they got to come back to the world and then get deported back to something they ain't even used to. They don't have many family members over there like that. It's starting over again, like being a dope baby.
Yeah,
like I don't find it cool. I don't like it. Even when he was doing all these immigration checkpoints, and then they was separating in them raids, and they was separating the babies from they mamas and shit.
Why can't the homeless man?
And now they can't put the kids with the mamas because
why can't the homeless man just hop your back gate and open up your Chevy that you working on in the backyard and just go lay in and sleep in it?
Because my Chevy is not big as America. What are you talking about?
It's big enough for him. You can sleep.
No, it's big enough for my kids to get in the back seat.
No, I'm talking about why it's parked in your backyard. Why can't you sleep in it overnight without asking?
Because that's against the law to break in somebody's car.
That's what we talking about illegal immigrants. Illegal indicates against the law. That's why I continue to specify illegal, bro.
Is that slogan, the land of the free? This right here?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Hey, look. I got friends from the surrounding cities, tri-cities, and they grew up and you know, they heavily populated with Belizeans. You know what I'm saying?
Aren't the Tri-Cities some East Coast shit?
Yeah.
No, the Tri-Cities is the 3 cities surrounding your city, brother.
The tri-state area is the East Coast thing. I don't know.
Tri-state, yeah.
What are the 3 cities you talking about?
When I say when you use the term Tri-Cities, it's the surrounding cities.
The tri means 3.
Right, the surrounding cities. I mean,
like tri-state in New York means New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey.
Okay. Well, when I say Tri-Cities, I'm talking about the surrounding.
Okay.
Because let's say I'm from Inglewood. We got Los Angeles. We got Belizeans. We got Gardena. We got Orientals.
I know what you did. I get it, but this is so. Tell me this.
He said Orientals.
This what
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they use.
We do that in our environments though. Because tell me, what does felonious mean, Munchie?
Felonious is like bump.
See, everybody say that in our culture, bro. That's not what it means.
What that mean?
It means it has relation to felonies.
Okay.
But everybody said like, "Oh, don't come with that felonious."
Hold on. No, but you know how the word that got 2 meanings, but it's 1 word.
It doesn't though. This is not one of those.
What's that?
That's the slang meaning of
it's the slang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you know meanings change though. They move the goalposts a lot of times too.
But this also happens what I'm describing too.
All right, I want to read this article about Trump in office and basically what we're talking about, what he's going to do. On his first day back in office, Trump plans to launch an extensive agenda that includes mass deportations, pardoning January 6 rioters, and reshaping federal employment. Now, that pardoning the January 6 rioters, I didn't even think about these people, but I bet you all this, I think about, 500-600 people got convicted. Several of them are in prison. And you know they was all in prison hoping that Trump wins.
But you know he announced this before he announced his presidency that if he ever gets reelected, he was going to do that. Like,
yeah, he has to.
He made no qualms about it.
But you know, our people could be ignorant at times because he said he's going to make sure Young Thug get his justice, but you can't do that because that was a state RICO, not even federal.
Young Thug didn't wait on him though, huh?
Yeah, but he couldn't do it if he wanted to though. So he just like.
Are you sure?
Hell no, not with a state RICO.
No, the feds.
He have no jurisdiction over the state.
Shit, the feds trump everything.
Can you believe all the work that the government did in prosecuting? I think they prosecuted 2,000 people of the January 6 rioters.
Is that many?
Yeah, they were using the camera footage.
Oh, that's when they ran into the
when they ran into the state building.
One of the
well, you know, politics is over deliver. Over promise under deliver. He might do an effort.
Let me see how many got sent to prison. I remember it was around 2,000. That footage was crazy.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it was that many that actually were held accountable. Wow.
Yeah, they were. I remember when we were doing Streets and Scholars, FG and myself, every week we would talk about it. It would be another group indicted, another group, and they were just trying to figure out who are these people in the video, and they eventually identified like every single person in that video.
Damn.
Especially if it's a black dude with a hat to the back, whoever he is, he need his ass whooped.
One of the leaders of this Cuban guy was a leader of one of those Trump organizations. I forgot his name. I think it was Enrique. He was well known. I had watched him on different news shows. He got indicted in the January 6th rioting. Of all those hundreds of the couple thousand people that were found to have been participating in January 6th, 277 were given prison sentences.
Damn, I did not realize it was that many people.
And everyone else was given like probation and fines and community service.
So does the president have a limited amount of pardons or unlimited?
Unlimited.
Oh, he gonna clear them all.
It's the most powerful thing that the president
he
can do.
Wipe all that off.
Oh yeah,
Wipe all that.
All 277 rioters that are sitting in prison right now are gonna see. Here's my thing though: when is he gonna do this? Because most presidents pardon when they leave office.
I think he's gonna make this an earlier priority.
And so, is he going to wait 4 years?
No, I believe he'll do it within the first year.
Yeah, because some of these guys are going to get out before then.
Right, right.
But
I don't know if y'all was watching the news in real time, bro. And we just talked about Puffy with his manipulation. And Donald Trump said, I'm going to be right there with you, right by your side. I'm going to march right in there. And he was nowhere around. And they marched in there and they F things up. That's manipulation. So when he get in office, he need to pardon on them people. Okay? Now, you got R. Kelly missed with women, but he's grab her P-U-S-S-Y. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy.
I respect you.
It's diabolical.
No, I respect you standing in the gap for the melanated men and trying to hold both sides accountable equal. I respect that, homie.
And then you messing with my immigrants. But the first lady, she plagiarized the whole speech that Michelle Obama did and read everything she said on her speech, and she got broken English. You imported. She's not even from America, and she's the first lady. I'm tired of the disrespect, the contradictory. If I say grab a woman by her P-U-S-S-Y, I'm gonna go viral.
But
the reactions,
not no more, because these days what the women is saying.
Nah,
grab me
but
by
I'm
my
a man
PU.
though. We get held to a different standard.
I don't know now.
If Spider say, "Hey, come put this thing in your mouth," versus a female say, "Come eat this cat," it's gonna hit different.
Flip, yeah.
Nah, bro, y'all need to hold this weirdo that keep going back on his word accountable. He first he didn't believe in the vaccine shot. Him and his kid catch COVID. He take the shot, then he dancing on the news doing a hokey pokey. Like, nah, bro. And they vote this fool in. They crazy. Somebody got a business mind, and the people voting for him is broke as shit.
I think people just voted against Kamala. They didn't like her.
They not even looking at policies. It's my ignorant peers, mines. They voting for Trump because they looking for another check.
See, I was with you until you suggested
Man,
that.
they my ignorance. No.
Until you suggested that your peers actually voted, bro. I was with you.
No, they did vote. They looking for something.
Who you know that voted?
Man, a gang of people.
No, I don't believe that. I think you just caught up saying what you're saying right now.
Nah, bro, my peers, bro, and they weirdos, bro.
Oh, you are the mayor, so you might be a little more political than I realize. I didn't know you hung with voters. I don't hang with no voters.
Nah, man, Eastie ain't that far east, bro.
But no,
I don't know. They don't come back and talk about it.
I do not try to present myself as more Eastie than I am at these days or street. I talk as articulate as I can, and I still can't name a voter in my circle.
Hey, guess what?
Alex didn't even vote.
They choose not to talk about that shit because when they come around, they only talk about BBLs.
So now all my friends is closet voters. Y'all, I'm on y'all bumper.
You can be a closet voter, just don't be in a closet on some other shit.
I'm just saying, I don't know none of them that vote.
This was an election against Kamala because Trump got 74 million votes. Mm-hmm. And in 2020, he got 74 million votes. So the same amount of people that voted for Trump in 2020 voted for him in 2024.
I think she was very unattractive as a candidate.
She got far less votes than Biden did.
When you put Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion up on the stage to pop they...
Is that what she did?
What?
I missed it.
You ain't seen all the memes? You got all the black men saying, this is what you thought was going to make us vote for you? Oh, yeah.
But guess what? She would, man, being incarcerated, switching body parts and getting they buttholes bleached, and then she have Megan get up there talking about some body yada yada yada. So I'm like, okay, I see what you doing. You not slick.
Yeah, she's selling lascivious lust and no boundaries.
But guess what? Last time her and Biden ran, she came out with the Chuck song. So she know how to appeal to certain demographics.
She washing greens in the bathtub.
Yeah, people just didn't like her.
I ain't watching no streams. She tripping.
Yeah, she tripped out, period.
See, that's a stereotype.
They played body yada 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 yada. Guess what they played at the Republican convention?
What's that?
I was born in the USA. American
Yeah. No, she wasn't a good candidate.
I think Candace Owens will be, and look, she's coming from the Trump tree though.
You said that a couple times.
I'm saying it on purpose a lot.
Hold on. You said that was your prediction, and you said you doubted. So we go remember this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna keep repeating it through the,
You didn't. I counted. This the
All right,
first.
say less.
And you say you doubted, and he this is his prediction.
Did I doubt what? Did I doubt what?
Candace Owens go run for president.
Oh yeah,
One of these.
I mean,
runs.
she's making more money doing what she's doing now, and she seems to be more interested in that bag. You know?
This is Trump as well. That's the same. You can say the same exact things about Trump.
Yeah, but Trump did it in his 70s after he made what he made.
But
you know,
Trump was not this vocal politically like Candace at this age.
People don't know Trump.
And she looks up to Trump.
Trump
She pushes Trump.
he puts our country in a deficit because all he do is use other people's money to get ahead and borrow.
And best believe the Republican Party is looking who's going to be his predecessor at this point.
how old is Candace? Because she's kind of young, right?
She's very young. About 4 years, she'll probably be right about 40.
In 4 years.
Yeah.
So she's 36.
Somewhere up in there. She might be a little older than that. You're right, Munchie. Good call. She might be 40 now.
She's 35.
I called it, man. I know what a black woman look like.
Yeah.
I said,
Born in 89.
hey, bro, I cannot.
She my age, bro.
Thank you. You might be shooting
When
too
her
low,
birthday?
bro.
It's October.
April 29th.
We might be soulmates.
So she's at the age where you can run for president. That's the minimum, 35 years old. But usually 35-year-olds don't run.
Okay,
It'll be 4 years from now, though.
Oh yeah, but 4 years from now you have Governor Gavin Newsom. That's gonna throw his hat in the ring.
It'll be a competition.
What state is she from?
Candace?
If Kamala had a iota
chance.
of a chance, man.
Yeah, what state is she from?
She was born in White Plains, New York.
White Plains. Never heard of it.
It's Westchester County, right outside north of New York City.
I think the same people that voted Trump in, if he has a 3.5 year presidency that is not a complete failure, the same energy will gladly accept Candace Owens to.
No, but that's where his vice president comes in. He picked a young vice president.
And then next you
I
had that.
understand what you say his intentions may be.
To have his vice president run for president next.
Yeah,
So they
that's
got
the way
the
it's
same
set.
agenda.
That's the simple. That's the normal setup. But when's the last time we've seen a president be the president be the vice president? When is the last time that happened?
Biden was Obama's vice president.
Since before that, when was the last time it happened?
He had to come again.
It's been a while. The last one before Biden was George Bush in 92.
And his daddy?
88. No, George Bush was the vice president to Ronald Reagan. The father, the father Bush. And then he ran in 88 and won.
Okay.
Then he lost to Clinton in 92.
So it's not like something that happens every other time.
Only two vice presidents became president in the last 40 years.
That's why I don't think Candace Owens' shots are over with just because the vice president is qualified, like you suggest.
I want people to pay attention to that George Bush was the lackluster child, the underachieving child out of all of them. He got a picture in Compton with cap guns. Okay.
You know, they as a family, I believe they lived in Compton.
Right, because white flight. You know what I'm saying? Compton was what it was at a time. You got him and then you can't get, depending on where you're coming from, you can't come hard on the gangbangers because he got an office and you want to avenge some shit that happened with his daddy. So if my daddy get killed by, let's say, the East Coasters, and then I come around years later and I'm trying to slaughter on the East Coasters, it ain't no different than what the nigga Bush did, right?
All right, real quick. A female defendant in the January 6th Capitol riot, she just got sentenced to 17 months in prison
That ain't long.
a few days ago. But if Trump does his pardons in January, she won't do any time.
Man, you know her people's is blowing up whatever line they trying to reach out right now.
Y'all got time serving the feds?
Because all these people, they did that for Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
Trump.
I'm not gonna say that.
They did. I told you what he
I
said.
ain't
He
gonna say
manipulated
that.
them. He said, "I'm gonna be right."
But you know, once again, I saw some blacks answer this question. I was there that day, and he said peacefully march. He also ordered extra security. He did it. Whatever he did it. No, prior.
He said that after.
Thank you.
But it makes no sense for him to wait till the end of his term to pardon these people. Because, for example, this lady that got 17 months.
Right.
She'll be done serving her time.
You don't have no fondness for Trump. One of our own guests here.
No,
Alex. But you weren't here. But it's also your
I don't
home
have
too.
fondness for any politicians.
But not for the sake
They call
of
me
their
the mayor.
political anything.
Yeah.
But our friend, our colleague, Corvain Cooper, was personally released because Trump did it. I have a appreciation for that.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate that. I do appreciate when the capital gains taxes go down when
Look at this nigga.
when a Republican's in office.
It's the big homie with the bread.
You can sell a property and keep most of your profits.
See,
You know?
his
Let me
consideration
hold
be way different than our Munchie.
Hey, Alex, let me hold 1,000.
You feel me?
I'll pay you back on the first.
Off the cap.
Because them capital gains taxes, man, they be killing you.
Yeah.
See, the
I
average
don't know what the
nigga.
fuck that is. I
That's
ain't
what I
gonna
was
lie.
finna say, homie. The
Okay.
average nigga say something about taxes, just taxes.
Capital gain tax.
Yeah, that's one of how many different kind of taxes.
Nigga, gain is detergent. Hey, we gotta lace this up off camera. Though.
Niggas say
if you-
income taxes,
If you
capital-
sell a house that you bought a few years ago and the profit's 100,000, let's just make it even. Let's say capital gains under a Democrat might be 30%. So that 100,000, guess what? You got to pay $30,000. You get to keep 70. But under, say, Trump might reduce the capital gains down to 15%,
Whoa, it's a big difference.
18%. Hell yeah.
So is that what he was talking about when he told Hillary on that debate when he was like, yeah, she won't change the tax codes? I benefit from them, but so does her and all her friends.
Oh, well, Trump is talking about all kind of different taxes that he benefits from. I'm talking about one simple
So
tax.
on the more economical side, Trump, you think more like Trump, but on the ethical side, you think less like Trump.
I'm fiscally conservative and socially liberal.
So I just said, yeah,
That's
so
how you say
basically
it.
say, yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
That's how that's the language you say.
So why none of Trump businesses last? They all go under.
Well, Trump has made a lot of mistakes. He's filed bankruptcy like 3 times.
So,
Not only-
so economically, this is who they want to follow.
Yes, sometimes. Well, he's a bad example in some areas of business, but he's a good example in other areas. He's got some successful properties, skyscrapers. But it's like with anything. I've messed up a whole restaurant once, but I made $500,000 at a Homie Dollars. You know.
They only count Michael Jordan's points scored. They don't never count the shots missed.
You know how many playoffs Michael Jordan lost?
No, but that's my point.
Yeah,
though.
nobody talks about
right,
those.
Yeah.
No, but when they add that up, they comparing the wins next to other NBA players.
I bet you if you looked up, what's the guy, Elon Musk, if you looked up his entire business portfolio, he's got some losses.
Of course.
Even though he's wildly successful.
But they say that about Einstein. He spent more time trying and failing than hitting oil, striking oil.
Yeah. So that's just part of it.
Y'all just covered up for this nigga Trump. I'm over this shit.
No, I'm not for him or against him.
I don't think Trump is that much of a sore thumb or out the norm when it comes to his what we don't like. To some people don't like however he relates toward blacks. But I just see, I've learned and paid attention before he ran for president. Every nigga was dropping Trump name. He was cameoing here, popping up. He was chummy with niggas, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Eric Holder. He just got denied his appeal, his first state appeal, and it's not surprising. One of his reasons for it, that was stated in the appeal was that his defense attorney was objected on while explaining how he felt about being told you're a snitch in front of other people, in front of a famous person, and from a very known gang. And that was objected because you cannot talk about what somebody was thinking in their mind. So the defense attorney was trying to figure out a way to explain what his client was going through while being told you're a snitch. So one of the points, it says, by sustaining the people's objection to portions of the defense counsel's closing arguments, the trial court neither abused its discretion nor violated appellant's constitutional right to assert a defense. And in this section, they talked about what he's thinking. He's thinking what he's.
Was it verbiage or was it actually the description of his overall description? Or did he actually use the word at this moment in his mind?
Yeah, he did this during closing arguments. So usually during closing arguments, you're allowed to get a little bit of freedom.
Right.
But you can still object. The prosecutor can say, "Objection, Your Honor." He's talking about what this guy's feeling, and
But that's what the whole case is based around.
Yeah,
the psyche. You know what I'm saying?
The whole case is based around that. So you just got to find clever ways to get that point across without your client testifying.
I don't want to taint this subject with another, but this.
No.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it much. I promise. I'm not going to do it, but I want to make a point. I wonder why the technicalities are so important in some cases, and then they brushed over in others. That's all.
It all depends on the judges on the appeal panel, man.
But I'm also metering your reaction to cases and details too, because I respect you've had more time in the courtroom than all of us combined, from a different perspective than average. You are considered an expert, not just based on your experience in life. You're familiar with the way this shit works. So I'll be trying to judge your reaction to certain cases too. Wonder what part of your reaction is personal and what part is based on your experience.
Well, I could tell you this. Brady violations. We've all heard of this term, Brady violations. It's when the prosecution doesn't divulge something or doesn't share something or doesn't supply something. And every freaking case has some sort of Brady violation. And only certain cases are recognized for the violation of Brady. So, I mean, it's a case-by-case basis, man.
Munche, what was that reaction about?
With the woo?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like you to some point agree with certain people and believe that the theory that him and Nipsey had a real problem. Because you asking where his why he was so.
I don't know if I said something that I don't remember saying.
Like,
I don't even know how Nipsey came up though.
Well,
no, it came up because that's the subject with the appeal.
And I tend to think what I sound like I may believe what
you said. I just want to know, like, certain shit that get his interest. Like, why you got so much interest in it? Not in them words
the
exactly.
Details
though.
in court. In court, why is such small? Why was he able to object about? You mentioned what somebody think, and that's such a big deal. But when we was talking about another case, I won't specify because I want to get on track. It's like, well, no, that just means this, that, and that, and it's not that important.
Because the other case is about a female being a hood rat. You know what I'm saying? and her defense, just because you famous don't mean you used to nothing. She haven't been famous that long. They still celebrities, and she still fanned out. Now this man right here, he's documenting, and he got a mental health problem. And the whole thing was about psyche. He didn't say what he didn't do. It was saying why he did it. And then that's why Herman Douglas came and debunked everything and said that wasn't the conversation. So,
I was surprised. Go ahead.
So I think next go around on the next appeal, he gonna be more successful than the first one. I didn't never expect him to get out on the first appeal anyway. But
you expect him to get out after the evidence alone of the videotape? You think he'd get out?
Yeah, because he's dead bang guilty of murder.
Yeah, I expect that 60-year sentence to be resentenced at some point.
He's dead bang guilty of murder, but he should have been guilty of manslaughter.
I agree, actually.
And then when you got somebody with the magnitude of a Nipsey Hussle that everybody look at to as an idol.
But the manslaughter is based on a street philosophy that a jury is not going to tap in with.
I knew from my individual personal experience when they started trying to justify his actions to any degree based on gang politics in the opening statement, I knew it was a sinking case.
But guess what? If it was Munche and MCD from let's say Watts, just an up and coming rapper, I would have got manslaughter. But it's
with the footage.
But it's
never.
Yeah, because I got
Walking,
history.
kicking.
I got history of mental health.
So what
I'm documented. It's
bro. You know how many homies? You've been on the yard, bro. You know how many psych meds are served on the yard. You know how many people with mental health issues end up on regular population
because they cases is lackluster.
No, they don't have
because
anybody
the real ones
on
that
camera,
got the problems like he do. They need to be impacted.
He did not appear like a person that was being motivated by his mental impairment. He looked like a person charged up over some gangbang issues.
No, he lit charged up because it's mental health mixed with drugs.
That's what your lawyer would try to present.
No. He's high, and you know that being behind the scenes being a crip.
And we know that a part of street gang culture is getting high. That does not justify your actions because you're high.
No. I feel it shouldn't have happened, but I'm saying that in a court of law, he getting solved a raw deal because of the person that he's in jail for.
No, that's your personal. You have so many personal thoughts about the whole overall section, situation, individuals. Your perception is tainted because
okay.
you're ignoring the fact of what we saw on camera. Because just with that, bro, I don't see no jury, no judge looking at it anyway except calculated, cold blood, callous murder.
But if it's any street person that's on that jury that it changed their life and now they looking apart to get chose to be on the jury, they'll say he got to be retarded to shoot somebody.
That's what we would hope. That's what we would hope.
Somebody because the normal criminal.
Not when every rap song.
Hold on. The normal criminal go shoot somebody and try to get to the car and get. The whole objective is to get away.
Bro.
This retard, he came back and kicked somebody. Something clearly wrong with him.
That's not true, bro.
Yeah, and let me read a couple lines here
real, bro.
to get a better understanding here. The appellant, that's Eric Holder, contends the trial court erroneously limited his defense counsel's closing argument, thereby abusing its discretion and violating appellant's federal constitutional right to present his defense. We disagree, according to the judges that looked at this. They also wrote here, defense counsel began his closing argument by admitting the appellant shot and killed Ashkadam. He argued, however, that the killing constituted voluntary manslaughter and not murder because the appellant acted in the heat of passion after publicly being called a snitch by Nipsey, the famous rapper. Nipsey's hustle, defense counsel asserted, already had a confrontational state of mind as evidenced by his statement, "I wonder how this is going to unfold," when he saw appellant in parking lot. Appellant, by contrast, had an innocent state of mind. He's thinking, okay, I'm not in the gang anymore. I'm not active, but I'm not going to snub them. Counsel continued, think about appellant's state of mind at this point. And that's what kind of got objected because you're not supposed to talk about what someone's thinking.
Heated passion is directed toward a moment where you lose control when you realize a certain thing. It has nothing to do with going around the corner, sitting, contemplating, premeditating, then coming back and exacting a reaction. That's not heated passion anymore.
Well, it would have had to happen faster for you.
That's what I was just not for me, for the law.
No, there's no time on heated passion.
That's not true.
What's the time?
It's a reaction. It has to be a reaction.
No, but there's no time limit that says you have to commit an act.
We got to fact check that too.
I think you're right. They say he had enough time to cool off.
Yeah, the prosecution said 9 minutes was enough time to cool off. That's how long it took.
The law has indicated that more consistently than not. That's plenty time to cool off.
Well, in state of California, you can get charged with premeditated for thinking about doing something for 20 seconds.
I'm not trying to debate the most extreme case with you every time I'm making a point. It's more consistently known that 9 minutes is enough time for you to think about what you're about to do.
Okay. My question is
general psychology.
My question is, how many minutes is the cutoff for you?
I don't have a personal cutoff. I am generally aware when I'm thinking about the way things go. So, if a person has 9 minutes to think about something,
you do got a personal cutoff.
That can be considered premeditated.
Because I've seen you get mad at certain things, and 9 minutes later you still just as equally mad about it.
You mad at
you still have this. You still have the same amount of heat of passion 9 minutes later.
Yeah, but heated passion is not about the passion because some people can hold passion for 20 years, and crime of passion would not last you that long, bro. Well, you can be angry. Somebody could do something to you, and you can hold a passionate grudge in your heart because you exact revenge whenever you choose. You can't just claim crime of passion.
It depends on what
crime of passion is. It dictates a person who is aware of something, and the courts acknowledge the impact of that may cause you to act outside of norm because it's such overwhelming. But once you have time to gather information, the courts trust that a sound individual will make a more sound decision.
Well, okay, can we say it depend on what's been inflicted on you or what offended you?
I believe the courts consider all that.
No. They got a letter of the law with one thing, and that's enough time to cool off. Don't y'all agree? Y'all should change that depending on.
Oh, it should vary.
It should vary, right? I could get personal, right? Because we got somebody that put rumors out about me, and then you got another person that's going along with a rumor and that know it ain't true. If he get out in 5 years, if I smoke him, even though the rumor is 20 years old, I'm still passionate about how I feel. So
that's what I'm saying.
They need to move the goalpost on that. If that is what it
The difference
is.
you coming home from a long day at work, kick open the door, walk in, throw your jacket off, kick off your boots, and your wife getting rammed, and you do something versus you find out somebody sent you a picture of your wife cheating, and then you plot on her for 3 months. It's a big difference.
Yeah, that's different. But what if you walked into the house, you went upstairs, and you see your wife with another man in the bed, and then you go downstairs to get a weapon, let's say a knife out the kitchen, and then go back upstairs and kill him? Will that still be heat of passion manslaughter for Spider?
Me personally, I will now answer. I think heat of passion can last that long. Yes.
Okay, because I think the state will charge him with first degree, because I've seen it. Like DeAndre Bonds, he went to prison for stabbing his aunt's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Correct.
And they charged him with first degree murder because after he was assaulted in front of the house, he walked inside the house, went into the kitchen, got a knife, came back outside, stabbed him, and the state said, "Nah, that's enough time."
That's my initial point. So much time passes.
Yeah, but the jury said, "Nah." They gave him manslaughter. They gave him the manslaughter on that
they
one.
didn't give him crime of passion. That's what we're debating.
Well, that's basically what it is.
Not, wait, bro.
That's manslaughter.
It's not crime of passion.
Crime and passion come in play.
Crime and passion is just a slang term we use.
No, but heat of passion is a legal term.
No,
I think crime and heat is the same thing.
Heat of passion is a legal term.
It's either going to result in first degree murder, second degree murder, or manslaughter.
But the point is, when heat of passion is considered, it's all about the amount of time it took you to react. That's the general thing that you consider.
Yeah, but there's no time cutoff.
I didn't say
no,
there was
but
a
that's
time.
what you gotta
But
fit.
premeditation is a very legal term, and there's no time cutoff.
No, we need
For
to
California, there's none.
We need to check what the
There's
time
a
is.
specific time for premeditation in any jurisdiction.
Yeah, there's other states that
I
actually.
think there's more about the actual thought you can prove was put into it versus an amount of
We need to
time.
know the amount of time in California.
No, there's no time limit.
And then it's,
Prosecutor could charge you with first degree if they could argue you thought about it for 30 seconds.
okay, so they're not considering heat of passion on top of mental health issues.
Well, they charged DeAndre Bonds with first degree murder.
but he just a drunk.
But
But he don't have.
Oh, he
mental
was a
issues.
successful up and coming black rapper.
I know, but the point is,
he gave your
they
city a
felt-
whole bunch of shine. Don't do him like that.
they
not a
felt
rapper, he's an actor.
They
I'm an
felt
actor, my bad.
they felt he had enough time to cool off,
But I'm saying, bro,
and the
Eric-
jury disagreed.
But
The
Eric-
jury disagreed and gave him the manslaughter.
But we know the law is the expert, the jury are the laymen.
But it's actually subjective.
But the most subjective thing in court is always the jury's perspective because everyone else has studied the letter of the
But
law.
I think the jury got that one right with DeAndre
But
Bonds.
that's okay for you to have that personal
Yeah.
perspective, though.
Even though it might have taken them 5 minutes to go into the kitchen, find a knife, open up the drawers, find the knife, and come back outside and stab the dude. You know, in Eric Holder's situation, it took him 9 minutes.
Oh no, man.
It seems extreme when you're trying to get.
Yeah, I mean that's what the prosecutor said to the jury. 9 minutes. Remember, this was 9 minutes, not 5 minutes, not 4 minutes.
You and
not
I,
2 minutes.
people who have to challenge to tame tempers, we know how long rage can last.
We don't.
We do.
Depend on because.
But I can cool off quicker than people expect too. But sometimes that rage can last longer than people expect too, bro.
depending on the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you go forgive that girlfriend and be back there laying down with her. But you talking about somebody that's a hood superstar,
Depending on what she did.
the hood superstar that called you a snitch, and that's a stain on your brain.
Bro, he keep trying to make this sound like a justifiable moment to any degree, bro.
No, I just know
There's
how
been
I feel
so
if
many
somebody says
people
something like
called
that.
snitch, hood superstars, hood cool niggas, hood wannabes.
That's what he is.
But
He who he is in his community.
that outcome is so rare. It's a very rare outcome.
Here's what AI says in terms of premeditated and time. This is an AI response. I think it's a good one, though. There is no specific amount of time required for premeditation and deliberation in a murder case, as it varies by case and jurisdiction. Premeditation can occur in a matter of seconds, as long as the thought process happens before the act. Courts and juries will consider the circumstances of each case to determine if there was enough time for reflection and deliberation, or as they said in Eric Holder's trial, cooling off.
I think that's a blend of what all three of us were saying. It's a gray area.
He got convicted of premeditated?
Yeah, he got convicted of the first degree. Eric Holder did. Yeah.
Yeah, because just think about it.
So they didn't take his mental state and
he stopped and got a meal, bro.
The jury never knew anything about his mental state during the trial. His mental state came in during sentencing.
But he turned himself into a mental
but
facility.
The jury was not presented with any of his mental issues. So they couldn't.
He crashed out on camera. As much as you want to get technical,
that wasn't his fight. That wasn't his defense for the mental shit.
No, his defense attorney, for whatever reason, during pre-trial, the judge decided that wasn't coming in.
Oh, the judge could decide that, even though it's on paper, and then you documented that you got mental health problems.
Yeah, if he believes it does not have anything to do with his actions that day.
Yeah,
that's not that's against people's rights, right?
Hey,
no, not at all.
You know what? That might be a good reason for appeal, that they weren't allowed to present his mental.
Fuck all that. I ain't working on an Eric Holder appeal, so we could bury all them great ideas.
But where we come from, they free him.
No, not where I come from. I mean,
he broke his motherfucker.
No. Where I come from is let's not help him get incarcerated. But I don't campaign for no nigga that hurt my loved ones.
Okay, see, the thing is, I watched the boy Sassy Badass say he's trying to help the dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right?
Don't let that.
That's crazy.
Don't let him switch up our understanding.
Hold on. But me and two of my fellow comrades, we got shot in Halloween of 2010. You know what I'm saying? I was in prison. They subpoenaed me down. Y'all, the story with Young Ant. I came down there and I said, I said the truth that I know who the fuck shot me. It was 1 million people. It's Halloween on Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, his public, what is it called? Private investigator came and hollered at me. So I would consider that me helping him out, right?
To a degree.
Not a degree, because I'm telling this private investigator the truth.
But you're helping him out by sticking to the code, so it inadvertently help him out.
It's not the code, because I just want him to be free, because I don't know if he did that or not.
But
if you're following me,
you exposing that by saying that's your personal fucking feeling. I want to be free, so I get revenge. But typically, that's just what you supposed to say.
I don't want revenge.
Or just what you want to be free. I'm sorry, but typically that's just what you signed up to say, bro, from day one.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. If you're from IFG, you're not supposed to say.
F what I say, what I
know
did.
who shot. Yeah,
right. You don't know. Yeah, exactly. You never know.
But they washed the man up, and then I hollered at his private investigator, and I told him the truth so he could get another chance back at life. You know what I'm saying?
And truth was you didn't see nothing.
So back to what I'm saying with you, like no, where I'm come from, it is where we come from. We ain't come on.
Nah, you lost me. Like what? No, because
I said, bro, where we come from, like let them loose.
No, I of course I get that, but we don't go campaign for a nigga that got an enemy.
Yeah.
When do we do that?
Like if I was asked to assist on this case, I would have declined it.
Why?
Right.
Because it's too close to home. I knew him personally.
Who gonna support? How can you actively get involved in trying to help someone who caused you heartache and down somebody you love?
Yeah, I couldn't.
I mean, if it ain't my mama or my daughter. Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, you tried to give me a strike for speaking up for Crips in general.
But I do think the manslaughter.
I'm speaking up for a Crip. How that equate
you called me a Crip attorney. So you told me if it's not your
attorney?
mama and it ain't your people's, no, you an attorney for everybody that ain't a Crip though. The Sadinos, the
I'm an attorney
Damus,
for a Crip right now. So
the ratchet hoes. Oh, which one? Oh, no, that
Eric Holder a Crip.
But against stop that, man.
Discharge, but no,
I don't even know if he get that. It's just a fucked up situation, and I can't chime into your energy based on because of who Eric Holder down and your whole history with the homie. It just seems like you being slightly.
No. I'm being fair across the board.
It seems like you being facetious with the situation, bro.
No, I got a question. Back to the Eric Holder case in the 9 minutes. There was testimony that when Bernita and Eric drove around to come back around to the front down Slauson, he was loading his gun and getting ready to shoot. At that point, it had only been like 2 or 3 minutes. She told him, "Hey, put that away. What are you doing?" And then they parked and ate, and they were in the alley. That added more minutes to it.
Premeditation.
So finally, when he does decide to do it, it's 9 minutes. But if Bernita didn't stop him and he did what he would have did the way he wanted to do it, that would have been 2 or 3 minutes later. My question is, would you look at it differently if Bernita didn't stop him from doing it from the car?
Yeah, that would have been co-defendants at that time. So now she would have been on the case with him.
That may have switched the approach, but however, just stating that goes further and further to prove he premeditated what he do, because he even had an energy of a person, feminine, trying to change his whole thought process.
When you say he premeditated how far back?
From whenever, at least as long as she was trying to tell him, hey, what are you doing?
Okay.
So that's from 3 to 9 minutes, at least for 6 minutes.
Correct. When he started loading loading the magazine up,
6 months
he made a decision.
Definitely.
But I actually think he made a decision when he was inside the Master Burger pacing.
And I think that
which was like 30 seconds after the conversation.
And I believe he was making a tour of his set with this type of potential activity on his mind in general for whoever he might bump in with these politics. I think he was on one.
Yeah.
Hey, see, and that's why you can't go get some chili cheese fries, eat some of it, get out, put the chili cheese fries on the hood of the
hey, that was diabolical, huh?
You know how much his belly was boiling, bro.
But see that attests to how much he not working with a full deck. You're not even thinking about your escape.
Bro did that so like
nonchalantly.
So nonchalantly, so calmly. He's just eating his chili cheese fries, walking through the alley. Then he sees a truck. All right, let me put that down and go do what I got to do.
Munch, you act like you don't know what a mind made up do.
No. Mind made up. You still want to be free though. He not worried about what happens after this.
What about the man in Arizona that just choked out the caseworker for playing with his child?
Hey, when it comes to your kids,
or the guy that dove over the judge's bench and attacked that judge. I think you posted that, right? That guy knew he was going to get some more time for that.
Yeah. I can't speak for him, but anytime your kids in play, you already get a heated passion. That'd be automatic for me if I was a judge.
And I'm telling you, Nipsey was so swaggy, so fly, and he occupied a place so hard. I can imagine a nigga just being that jealous based on whatever energy they exchanged that he didn't appreciate. I can imagine that making a nigga that mad, because that nigga was doing it that hard.
I don't care who you is. I ain't gonna never appreciate you calling me a snitch.
Hey, when the victim is high profile like Nipsey is, famous, celebrity, you're doomed as a defendant. You're gonna the deck is stacked against you, regardless of the circumstances.
Well, rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Okay, could I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall when I said it needs to be like you got trial by judge, trial by jury, and it need to be something else for people with these high profile cases, because how you say his name? Conrad Murray.
All right, hold on. We got a phone call.
Hey, Ricc Roc, we shooting Straight Politicking. It's me, Alex, and Munche. You re-recorded. What up, homie?
Okay. I was just checking in on you, man. I just figured out how to use this stream, y'all. I was gonna see if you want to go on, chop it up. That's all.
All right, so you just fresh at it? No, we get it in soon, though, because when I leave here, I got a couple of, me and Munche got to make a couple runs, but definitely any day soon.
Hey, ask him. I saw him doing the StreamYard with Snoopy.
Man, I've been asleep on this whole time.
Oh, yeah, that shit going to be fun for you. Alex got a question for you.
Can you hear me, Ricc Roc?
Yeah.
I saw you doing your StreamYard the other day with Snoopy. I didn't realize how tight you and him were.
Oh, yeah, man. It ain't that we tight or nothing like that. It's just, that's somebody that I've been knowing for a minute. Whatever personal issues and problems that he might have with whoever he got him with. I kind of tend to let people deal with their issues. Like I tell everybody, just because this person don't get along with this person, that don't mean I don't get along. That's like if somebody got a problem with Alex Alonso or Spyro, that's their issue. They be like, Rock, why you dealing with that? Man, that ain't got to do with me. I'm in the entertainment business now. I'm in the money business now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ricc Roc, I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right. And I'm glad you said you're in the entertainment business, right? Now, I heard about the picture with you and G Uno. You purposely you chuck a pose. It's Pieces, 2 C's, and Pyro's taking a picture together. Purposely, it was an MBCC with the big blew out. Perfectly seen in the video, and I'm like, let me embarrass this dumbass Pyro nigga and put him in the you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't that. That's the hood. That's like when I went to his hood, I seen CK written up on the wall.
But you didn't take a picture in front of it though.
Yes, I did. I do got a picture in front of it.
Send it to me. Did you post it? You posted it?
Yeah, I posted it. That because I don't look at that far. If I'm in somebody's set and they got like if he was in the hood, and it's a B crossed out on the ground.
Right.
the picture because I didn't even. It's so common for that to be there.
Right.
I'm not thinking like, oh, it's a B crossed out. It's not intentional. And we got him up in the set. So if he in the set, because we ain't never ever had no Paru or no blood in the hood, in that, especially in the Grandies, hanging out. So for him to be in the hood, that said a whole lot. That it was bigger than the P or B or any of that being crossed out. It was like, damn, he over here, because we was on some trying to get some peace stuff going. We wasn't tripping off nobody banging him. We was on that. He wouldn't have been up in there.
Okay. No. I hear you though. But it be moves
from the outside looking in. For him to be in Nutty Block in the Grandies, that's big, homie.
Mm-hmm.
That said a lot, because can't know any blood or know any Peru. Just walk up in that G's with no anybody. You got to know somebody, and you got to be welcome in there to even step foot up in there. And it's vice versa, just like a Crip nigga can't walk up in no certain blood hood without being with the right person.
I got a question for you too.
I know. I've been in Yankee Stadium a few times, but I'm with the right people and I was welcome though. So like you said.
Yeah. Once you welcome and you with the right folks, with the right people, you good. But ain't no anybody just going. We weren't tripping off that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't offended by it because we weren't tripping. I didn't even notice it until it was pointed out.
I got a question for you related to the fact that he brought up the boy Snoopy, right? I listened to like 2 Gangs for Radio, Paperboy. One of them channels did a reaction to y'all doing content together, and they included the detail that you took him to the Hollywoods, and it was good. Is that factual?
Yeah. First of all, I took him to Fruittown.
Okay.
So I took him to Fruittown first. Took him to Fruittown. My people, all my family from over, my pops, uncles, everybody. My people from Treetop. That's my people from Fruittown and Treetop. My cousin Trevion, rest in peace. That's why the Fruittown and Treetop beef.
The picture that Alex posted, that your peoples.
I don't think I posted.
I sent you. My bad. Yeah.
That's my people. Yeah. So that's my mama nephew. So anyway, I took him over there to the fruits, to the trees. To the fruit towns, see the blocks, gang of niggas pulled up, showed him love. So I said, damn, they showing him love like a motherfucker. I got everything on my hard drive because I was filming a video that day. So then I said, well, fuck it, let's go to the Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Because when I deal with somebody, the first thing I want to do, I want to take you to your hood first. If you can't go to your hood, in my eyes, then you're not official. So when I took him to his hood, we walked all the way from Compton Boulevard all the way to the other end. And he wasn't scared. If he was scared, the scary nigga ain't fit to go through his set. He wasn't scared of nothing. I was like, okay.
Once Rick Rock get on the internet and tell everybody, if you fuck with Puerto Flacco, you got a problem with me. Like Snoopy gonna feel safe with a nigga like Rick Rock. I know. I'm just clowning because I don't got no respect for that free TC. He got a keyway, bro. A whole bunch of time. We actively doing everything we can to get him out, and he would not be in there.
Have not.
More likely than not, if Melvin Banks did not participate on the campaign of the prosecution to get my nigga life in prison washed up, bro. But we almost done reversed it, bro. But he no good for that one reason. I ain't knocking you. I know your evolution in the game. I don't know if you really familiar with his character, but he ain't no good, man. But it's salute to you, bro.
Well, I'm from the old school. I look at it like this, right? Like let's just say it's somebody from Nutty Block, right? And it's on the streets that he a rat, he a snitch, he this and that. We gonna blow his head off, point blank period. The Nutty Blocks, we ain't playing no game. We gonna down you, point blank period. You got anything on you, we finna kill you. Point blank, get your ass out the way. So I be looking at it like if a homie from their hood don't do nothing to him, if his homies ain't killed him, if his homies ain't smoked him, and they had all the opportunity to smoke him, I'll be looking like shit. I don't get into that.
Hey, bro.
That's where I come from.
Are you from Compton, bro? Hollywood don't got a heavy presence like that, right?
I don't know what they got going. I can't speak up for their hood. Like
no, I'm not disrespecting Hollywood at all.
My homie Lil Woody from the hood, one of his nephews from over there, and I know they ain't no bust. They ain't got no.
No. I didn't say busters.
You just mean they ain't that deep.
No. I'm saying they don't got a heavy presence.
It only be like 3 niggas from any hood that's doing all the killings and busting. It don't be the whole hood.
All right. Well, if you would have put Snoopy and the A-Tray gangsters, Inglewood families, East Coasters, or even Fruitown
Or the Nutties.
or the Nutties, it wouldn't have been the same result because these are.
I gotta watch my back while I'm at. I just knocked a nigga last night for stealing my motherfucking package off the porch.
See, that's all them push-ups and shit make nigga want to knock niggas out.
I hit that with that left.
When you dropping your content with Snoopy so I can debunk it.
I ain't been up there yet. I need to come up there. I done been on everybody's shit except y'all shit.
Yeah.
You know how long I've been trying to get it cracking, different locations and
Facts
all
over
that.
feelings.
Facts over feelings. We'll make it happen soon.
Yeah, I like to sit down with y'all and chop it up. Cause I ain't been on y'all show and y'all got some good questions. And I like this shit, man. I didn't turn to a motherfucking entertainer.
Man, you meet me in the square. Meet me in the square. I'll buy you a fish meal.
Yeah, I'll come up there.
My
I'll come
love.
up there. I'll be up there.
All right.
Any Alex Alonso, Munche B, Spider Loc, y'all keep doing y'all thing. I like what y'all doing, homie.
All right.
Y'all
Thanks for
appreciate
tapping in, Ricc Roc.
pioneers of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Good looking, Lo.
much love.
I tap in when I leave here to see whatever you was on when you called.
And whatever I do with anybody on the internet, it's not to offend anybody.
It's business.
I'm just doing with Gayle King and the rest of these people that I
Oh,
see
we
doing
just
this type
talked
of
about
work.
Gayle King. That's deep. Say less, media man. Got you. Salute.
All right, y'all.
My love.
All right, man. We were having a very spirited conversation about the Eric Holder Nipsey Hussle thing when Ricc Roc tapped in, and I think we should continue. We'll continue this conversation.
But I must admit, based on Munchie's energy, that is subtle but obvious. I have a bias in this situation too.
I'm glad you admitted to that.
Every time, other than this, we talk about it up against what Eric Holder against. My perspective would be slightly different, but it's no mystery that I have it's different, bro. It's different.
All right, and I'm gonna make this quick. Closing statements, as they say in court.
Yep.
If you pay attention to the world outside the gays, bro, the mental health community, they get the most support. They get housing. They get all that. They make it. They knowledgeable of that thing, bro. And I told you before we came up, we was in the car together, that if somebody gave a certain person that excuse, I would believe it based on his actions now. So it ain't a Nipsey thing, because it's things I like about Nipsey. I like his business mind. When he died, everybody wanted to start a business. I don't care if they were selling lemonade. He got it going. But I'm saying somebody with documented mental health problems and they didn't allow that in court, that's diabolical. And then on top of that, the heat of passion. That should have all been taken into consideration. I didn't know they didn't let the mental health thing in, and that it makes sense that he got the charge he got instead of manslaughter. But we keep pushing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You called me an attorney. I appreciate it. You're not an attorney, bro. Don't do that, bro. I like your perspective, but yeah.
Because I'm not biased on no way or the other though. Know what I'm
I
saying?
respect it. It's all love.
Like, yeah, I ain't biased about nothing. You ain't never heard me say a Nipsey song weak. And I love what he do all through his community.
I've heard a lot of your music,
try
and
to
you
sew that shit
generally
up.
don't. But it's a certain song you sent me. You sound just like Nipsey. I told you as soon as I heard it too.
The song I recorded last night with the Paru homies, I'm saying they said that too, but it depend on what studio at when mic you on.
Okay.
I got the $100 CD that Nip put out, signed.
Proud to pay.
Yeah, signed.
That's
Question.
right.
So you bought it for $100?
I paid $100. But we'll talk more about this appeal. It's in fact, I'll put a link. It's 25 pages, the Eric Holder appeal that was denied, and I'll put that in a link in the show notes for those who are interested in tapping in. And on that note, make sure you tap in with all our socials. They're in the description below. Spiders is there, Munchies is there. Make sure you tap in with their YouTube channels. Those links are also below. I'm at Alex Alonso 101 on all social media platforms. And don't forget, we're on all podcast platforms, Spotify, iHeart, Apple. And if you're listening to us on Apple right now, if you're listening to us on your Apple phone, leave us a rating and a review. And you could even put a question there, and I'll be sure to answer those questions on the next episode. And we out.